Hi, I'm a bit late today recording, things got in the way, and anyway, so I'm rather fond of a limerick, but I like to do things with limericks that are not normally done. So I like to take a limerick further, beyond there was an old man from Tralee who had a desire to pee, amusing though that is. So I've got various limericks on different topics. And here's a series of limericks about one of my favourite authors, D.H. Lawrence, and how he seems to have had a kind of roller coaster of a reputation, because ignored, then banned in his lifetime, vilified by the establishment, then recognised, reinstated after his death in the 1960s, filmed by Ken Russell. And nowadays he seems to have kind of suffered a bit of an eclipse, because the culture has overtaken him so far that he's kind of dropped off the radar again. So here we are, a series of limericks about the changing fortunes of D.H. Lawrence limericks. No one gives a damn about Lawrence. Now sex is cascading in torrents. It's hard now to credit the folk who'd not read it once looked on his work with abhorrence. They don't give a damn about Dave, the Messiah, who came up to save our bodies from virtue. That bodies can hurt you, but now he just spins in his grave. His family christened him Bert, but sadly considered it dirt, the stuff that he wrote. It's filth, and I quote. A word which must surely have hurt. He flirted with Bloomsbury briefly. They loved his costumery chiefly. Virginia's impressed by the man with no vest, though his chest was infected with TB, and that was his downfall at last. Though critics continued to blast the hot air of the priggish, his fame grew quite biggish. Respected in spite of his caste, but he died when the war was yet young. The Battle of Britain began. While we stood alone, his spirit had flown. The air could not enter his lung. And then, in the 60s, reborn. The Chatterley verdicts, not porn. Now naked men tussle in films by Ken Russell. They no longer held him in scorn. And that was the wave that he rode. Now everyone's shooting a load. Life stands on its head, the Lord Chamberlain's dead, and they've buried that old-fashioned code. But now that Harry's met Sally, it doesn't take much to get pally. And everyone's grabbing to have what she's having, and that's not at all up your alley. And so, though your pen's beyond price, dear Lawrence, I think you died twice. First by opposition and then by position, although that distinction seems nice. So now, DHL, RIP. What's better than sex on TV? A seer of souls hauled under the coals, a painter of flowers and soulmate of flowers, distiller of lights in dewdrops of sight. Whatever death gives you, your beauty outlives you, or those who have bodies to see. So that's Lawrence limericks, and now another one about the discovery of DNA and the dark lady of DNA, Rosalind Franklin, whose work was seemingly of equal importance to the much more famous and lauded Crick and Watson. This is called Gene Rummy. You're holding the deal in your hand, a digital destiny planned, a pair or a flush, 3 hearts in a rush, a race to see what's in a strand. This hand holds the helical key, twin towers of magical we. The genome is mapped like presents unwrapped, and Franklin's left under the tree. the jeans on the cusp of a crust. We've nearly got everything sussed. Now Watson and Crick twist twice and then stick. But Franklin is totally bust. Her certainties threaten us all. Sit tight. Do not answer the call. All 47 pairs fall right down the stairs and out the back door of the morning.